My name is Elizabeth. My name is Elearning. My name is number 10.
My name is Nioma Cecilia, and I'm hoping they will. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nabisunsa presenting number 10. A motorcyclist traveled 8 kilometers up a hill at a speed of 8 kilometers per hour.
So uphill, he went 8 kilometers, and his speed was 8 kilometers per hour.
On the return journey down the hill, his speed was x plus 4 kilometers per hour.
So downhill, he covered the same distance, and the speed was x plus 4 kilometers per hour.
The difference in time between the uphill and the downhill journeys was 10 minutes. Write down an expression for the time taken for the uphill journey.
So the uphill journey, we'll have to say time is equal to distance. Time is equal to distance out of speed. So the distance for the uphill journey will be 8 kilometers, and the speed will be 8 kilometers per hour. So the distance will cancel out in both, and the time for the uphill journey will be 8 out of x hours.
I have to the downhill journey.
So for the downhill journey, since he moved uphill and downhill, that means he covered the same distance. So downhill journey time will also be distance out of speed. So since the distance is equal, we'll say that's 8 kilometers out of his speed, x plus 4 kilometers per hour. So his total speed will be 8 out of x plus 4 hours.
Now the second part, using expressions with F, form a quadratic equation for the difference in time for the two journeys.
So the second part, since the difference in time for the two journeys will be the first time minus the second time. Why we are subtracting the first time from the second time from the first time is because for the second journey he was more speedy, hence he used less time. So that will be 8 out of x minus 8 out of x plus 4 is equal to 10 out of 60 hours. So we change the minutes to hours. So let's find the LCM of these two. It will be 8x plus 4. So after that, we solve this. So x plus 4. So if you say x plus 4 divided by x, this x will cancel out. Then times 8 will be 8x plus 4 minus, if you say x plus 4 divided by x plus 4, this one will cancel out and it will be 8x is equal to 60 of an hour. 60 will cancel out. So when we continue, we expand that. So we say 8x plus 8 times 4 will be 32 minus our 8x out of the LCM, which we can decide to expand. X squared plus 4x is equal to the time. So when you reach this point, you can decide to cross multiply. So that will be x squared plus 4x equal to 6. You get 6 into brackets 8x plus 32 minus 8x. So x squared plus 4x will be equal to, so since this 8x is positive and this one is negative, they can cancel out. So it will be 6 times implied by the brackets times 32. So x squared plus 4x. When you multiply this, you get 192. So to change it into a quadratic, you bring this on this side, which makes it a negative. So x squared plus 4x minus 192 will give you 0. So that's the second part of the question.
Solve the quadratic equation x squared solve the quadratic equation x squared plus 4x.
So x squared plus 4x
minus 192
is
equals to 0.
So I'm going to solve this. Using completing squares. So that will be x squared plus 4x. I transfer this one back. It's equal to 192. So that will imply x squared plus 4x. And I divide this one by 2. So divided by 2 is equal to 192. So that will give us x squared plus 2x, okay, plus 4x times a half will be equal to 192. So x squared plus 2x is equal to 192. So you say after this x plus 2, to get rid of this squared, you square it outside. Then you subtract from this the coefficient of 2. So minus 2 squared is equal to 192. So from here, in order to start solving it, you transfer this 2 squared to the other side. So x plus 2 squared is equal to 192. Since it crosses equal signs, it becomes a positive plus 2 squared. So x plus 2 squared will be equal to 192. And when you expand this, it gives us 4. So x plus 2 squared will equal to 196. 196. In order to get rid of this square, you take root on either side. So square root. So x plus 2 will be equal to either positive or negative 14. Positive or negative 14. So from here we are in a position to get our x. So either x plus 2 is equal to 14. So 14 will either be x will either be 14 minus 2. Our first value of x will be 12. Or x plus 2 is equal to negative 14. So x is equal to negative 14 minus 2, x is equal to negative 16. So from here, we take our x as the first row since it's a representation of speed, and speed cannot be negative. So x is equal to row since it is speed. So you don't take both values since it's speed. So our answer will be x is equal to row.
I hope you got that. And the next part is what are these average speed for the uphill and downhill journey?
So to get the average speed, you have to take the total distance covered out of the total time taken. So to get the total distance, it will be uphill plus downhill distance. So it will be 8 kilometers plus 8 kilometers. And our total distance will be 16 kilometers. To get the total time, you add uphill time plus downhill time. So total time equal to our uphill time was 8 out of x, and our downhill time was 8 out of x plus 4. So this was the essence of us taking row, because at this point you have to substitute in the x. If it had been a negative, it would have made your answer wrong. So that will be 8 out of row plus 8 out of row plus 4. And this will give you the total time taken as 7 out of 6 hours. So as I mentioned before, average speed will be total distance out of total time. So average speed will be 16 kilometers divided by 7 out of 6 hours. So that will be 16 kilometers. You multiply, get rid of the division sign, hours. So this will give you 13 out of 13, 5 out of 7 kilometers per hour. This was the average speed of the whole journey, uphill and downhill.
Thank you for listening. We can now hand over to our colleagues.
So the question goes, Otim and Mukasa wish to travel the next trading center, which is 30.8 kilometers away. They'll travel by their bicycles when Otim has covered 9 kilometers, traveling steadily at 4 kilometers per hour.
Thank you so much. So they have said Otim and Mukasa wish to travel to next trading center, and they're at this point. So they wish to travel to next trading center, which is 30.8 kilometers away. So the trading center is here. And this is 30.8 kilometers away. And then Otim first moves a distance of 9 kilometers. So come and put Otim here. This is 9 kilometers.
When Otim had covered 6 kilometers, traveling steadily at 4 kilometers per hour, Mukasa started riding at a steady speed of 7 kilometers per hour from where Otim had started.
So we are going to first find the time that Otim took to first move the first distance, which is going to be our distance is 9 kilometers. The speed is 4 kilometers per hour. So that time is going to be distance over speed, which is 9 over 4 hours. This is going to give us 2.25 hours. which is 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is the first distance he moved for 9 kilometers. This is the time he used for the first distance. So getting the time for the next distance that is left to cover this whole journey, we are going to come and subtract 9 from 30.8. Which is giving us 21.8 kilometers. So to find the time that he also requires to move this remaining distance, come and say time is equal to the distance 21.8 divided by the speed, which is 4. So it's going to give us 5.45 hours. So this is 5 hours and 27 minutes. So we're also going to first, this is what we're also going to find the time that Mukasa took to move the whole distance. This is Mukasa. So it's going to be, distance is 30.8, the whole distance. And the speed, he used 7 kilometers per hour. So that time is going to be 30.8 divided by 7, which is going to give us 4.4, which is the same as 4 hours and 24 minutes.
So they have said represent Otim's and Mukasa's journeys on the same distance time graph. Hence find the time and distance at which Mukasa overtook Otim.
So we are going to go to our distance time graph. We're going to use this. And the whole journey is 30.8, and 30.8 is somewhere here. So this is the trading center, and this is where they're all going. So we have to find the time that we're going to first find the total time that our team used for the whole journey, which is going to be 5 hours and 27 minutes plus 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is going to give us 7 hours and 42 minutes. So our graph is going to be distance against time, and the time he used 7 hours and 42 minutes, which is around here. This is the team, but we also have to find the time Mukasa used to move the whole distance. But remember, by the time Mukasa began his journey, Otim had used 2 hours and 15 minutes for the first journey. So 2 hours and 15 minutes around here. So this is the starting point for Mukasa, because you know when you're moving, time is moving, but the distance doesn't move. So the distance is constant, it's at 0, and the time is 2 hours now and 15 minutes because Otim has already moved. So he moved 4 hours and 24 minutes. He come and found the 4 hours. So from here, this is 1 hour. These are 2 hours. These are 3 hours. These are 4 hours. So we add the 24 minutes, which is going to be 15 plus 24, that's 39. It's going to be around here. So we want us to find the distance and the time where Mukasa overtook Otim. So we come and another distance and find the distance. This is about 24. So the distance is 24. The distance is 24 kilometers. And the time is 5 hours and 36 minutes. So this is the time where Mukasa overtook Otim, and this is the distance.
So given that Mukasa then reduced his speed and maintained a new speed till he arrived at the trading center, thereby arriving 0.6 hours later than if he had maintained a 7 kilometers per hour speed.
So yeah, 0.6 hours. So when you get 0.6 times 60, it's going to give us 36 minutes. So we get the time which was 4 hours and 24 minutes. 36 minutes plus 24, that gives us 1 hour, plus the 4 hours. This is 5 hours. So our time is 5 hours. The distance is the same, 30.8 kilometers. So the new speed is going to be 30.8 divided by 5 kilometers per hour. This is going to give us 6.16 kilometers per hour. So this is going to be our new speed.
Calculate by how much he reduced his speed.
So calculating by how much he reduced his speed, so it's going to be the first speed that he used, which was 7 kilometers per hour, minus the 6.16 kilometers per hour. This is going to give us 0.84 kilometers per hour. So this is how much he reduced his speed. Next question.
For how long was he in the trading center before Otim joined him?
So for how long was he in the trading center before Otim joined him? We are going to use the time when Otim arrived was at 42 minutes, 7 hours and 42 minutes. And the time Mukasa when he's using the new speed is 6.16. The distance was 30.8, and the time was 5 hours. So remember, at first he had used 4 hours and 24 minutes. So we are going to add the 36 minutes, making it 5 hours. So we add it here. So we come and get the 42 minutes. 42 minutes. minus the 5 hours. Minus the 24 minutes we have used and the 4 hours is going to give us
3 hours, 22 minutes.
3 hours, 18.
For how long was he in the trading center before Tim joined him?
For how long was he in the trading center before Tim joined him? Going to come here, 42 minutes minus this. This is 6 and 6 and something. It's going to be 6.16 minus the 7. This was 0.84. So the time when Mukasa was in the trading center, before he joined him was a difference of 27 from the original time and the original time when Mukasa reached here and the original time when Otim reached here, so we get the difference, which is 27.
So for the number, those who have not been able to understand digital speed, you'll be able to access the number, the platform, from Mr. Dungu. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabisunsa, for that wonderful presentation. We really loved the teamwork in that presentation. We are now coming to the close of this session, and I want to invite Mr. Kalema Ayub from Nabisunsa to give us some closing remarks on behalf of the Holistic E-Learning platform. Ayub, are you there? Ayub, can you open your...
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead. Let me give you rights, I think. Okay.
Good afternoon to you all. I would like to thank you very much for the opportunity. Mr. Dungu, could you give me rights to share?
Yes, I have. I have done that. Are you managing?
I am not able to share yet. Let me see. Yeah, I think it will succeed. It will be able to share now. Okay. Are you able to see what I've shared?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So good afternoon to you all. I am Ayub Goloba Kalema. I am a teacher of geography and ICT at Nabisunsa Girls School. I'm also a member of the project implementation team of the Holistic E-Learning project for Uganda schools. I am delighted to be here with you. I would like first of all to thank you all for devoting time and effort into this particular program or program for the Holistic E-Learning project. Ladies and gentlemen, the Holistic E-Learning project is an initiative of Uganda Communications Commission together with 4 leading schools and educators in Uganda, whose aim is to improve the quality of teaching and learning in Uganda. We have 5 key areas. One is to promote collaboration between schools. Here you have seen what happens when we talk about collaboration. The second is to enhance usage of information and communication technologies in teaching and learning. The third is to produce high quality digital content that we can use to enrich the teaching learning process. 4 is to develop the capacity of educators and schools to deliver high quality training. And finally, to influence policies to create an environment that supports e-learning. We have started with 4 schools, which are the core schools: Nabisunsa Girls School, Gayaza High School, St. Mary's College Chisubi, and Usoga College Mwiri as the pilot schools. But like you've seen today, the action goes beyond those schools. We have built an e-learning platform that we can use to share information. The discussions we've had today will be backed up and uploaded on our platform. And here are the instructions to access that platform. You'll visit the website www.help.sc.ug. When you visit that platform, and I'll do that shortly, you browse through the list of courses. We've created courses in 4 subjects, that is mathematics, physics, geography, and computer studies so far. So you'll browse through the list, click the link that you're interested in, and then you'll be able to access the resources. Now, you need to register to access the resources. However, we have made a provision that you can access those resources as a guest. So you'll be able to click login as guest to access the resources. Now I'm going to move to the e-learning platform itself, where we shall be able to share additional resources. I invite teachers and learners to visit this particular website, which is a platform for sharing resources and collaboration across schools. Now I'm going to the platform. And I'll be there shortly. Okay. So when you visit the platform, I'm going to type help.sc.ug. So you type, okay.
Yes, we can see you. You are now on the course.
I am logging into the platform. There is a little delay, so I'll first
You're not sharing anymore now.
okay.
You have stopped sharing the screen.
Back up there. So here we go. So we got help.sc.ug, which is the platform. So the platform is now loading, and it will soon show us the different courses available. As it loads, let me take you through the components. After loaded, you'll pick one of the courses, which is seminar. I give it a minute to load. So here is the e-learning platform. Are you with me now? Ronald, are you able to see?
Yes.
Okay. So we do have a number of courses, and I'm scrolling through. starting with geography. And then senior 4 seminar, we've created a special area for this seminar. Then mathematics and physics. Physics has 2 areas, light and mechanics. Now I'm going to log into one of the courses. So you scroll and then click S4 mathematics seminar. Now, if you're not logged in, as many of you might be, you might want to register. However, you don't have to register as of now. So you click login as guest, and I'm going to do that shortly. So when you log in as guest, it now takes you to the course. So it has the announcements, question and answer, the chat room where you can send us information, and then the resources for the seminar. The questions that have been handled today are right here. You can download them, as well as the answers to the questions that we are receiving. So we will be able to upload more materials so that we can be able to visit that area and create a genuine platform where educators from around Uganda can reach learners. We have been delighted to be with you. Please visit that platform, and we are eager to have you share your experiences and knowledge. Whatever information has been produced, the videos, the written answers, the questions, we shall upload on that platform. Thank you very much, and over to you, Mr. Dung.